Hi, today I'm going to be talking about another mistake that a lot of sales reps do all the time. And I'm going to illustrate it with something that happened to me yesterday night. So I'm going to tell you the story so you can have a better understanding of where am I going to. So the thing is that yesterday a friend of mine, she called me and invited me to go to a comedy show. So when I show up at the place, the guy at the door, I'm paying my fee to get in. And as I'm paying, the guy tells me, "Do you want to donate something for the Chinese?" And I'm like, what is this guy talking about? And I said, no. And I kept going because, I don't know what he was talking about. Once I was sitting there at the place, the comedians start to show up and all of that. They start to explain that the whole show that night was in benefit of one of their colleagues, that they call the guy, the Chinese, because he's kind of Chinese, right? So the thing is that person was recently diagnosed with cancer and he has no insurance. So all those guys were getting together, making this comedy show to gather and collect money to help, the Chinese to pay for his treatment. And that experience is a perfect illustration of the mistake that a lot of sales reps do, which is assuming. Many times sales reps assume that the customer knows this and that. They assume that the customer knows completely the features and the benefits of the product that they are selling, and they forget to give that client very important information that can change and transform the sales dynamic and the sales results. For instance, if the guy at the door would have not assumed that I knew, because maybe all of them knew and they were advertising the show saying that it was going to be in the benefit of this person and all of that, but I didn't know. So he assumed that I knew and he just brought it up. "You want to donate something for the channel?" And I don't know what this guy is talking about, so I'm not going to donate. But if instead he would have said, "Hey, you probably know, but tonight we're having this special show in benefit of this person. He was diagnosed with cancer. Would you like to donate something?" And I surely would have donated money. Another thing, because the other problem is we cannot go and talk to our clients like they don't know anything. If we start saying every little thing about our product every time we see our client, we're gonna turn them off. That is not the right approach. So probably a good approach is actually to ask questions to figure out, what do you know about my product? What do you remember about my product? And figure out what he has in his mind or not about our product. For instance, the guy at the door could have asked, "Hey, do you know what our show today is about? Do you know that we're collecting money for this person tonight?" And I would have said, "No, I don't know what you're talking about." And that way he would explain me and save time with the other people that they would know what this guy was and what they were doing that night. So keep that in mind. Never assume that your customer knows everything about your product. Always check to see where his level of understanding and knowledge is about the product, so you can really talk about those points that he doesn't remember or that you need to reinforce to close the sale. So I hope this helped, and please leave me a comment. Any feedback that you may have or experiences that you may have had in the past related to this, it would be really useful to hear about that. Thank you.